We went rafting down the South Fork of the American River in California, in El Dorado County, in Gold Country. And we were on a gentle part of the river where it was the buzz of the dragonflies and just the sounds of the river. It was really nice, tranquil. And the gentleman next to me stood up in his raft and had told the guide that there was a rock like 6 inches below the raft, and plopped down on his seat and launched me in the river. And the first thing was I was shocked at how cold it was, and I was also shocked at the current and how strong the current was. My foot got wedged between 2 boulders, and my son, I could hear him saying, "Back paddle, my mom's in the water." And somebody else was saying, "She's disoriented." I wasn't disoriented, I was just trying to free my foot. I got it free, but the current caught me and was pulling me away from the boats. And I started to panic a little bit when I heard somebody say, "She's getting close to meat grinder." And I'm like, meat grinder? Other rafting companies were starting to go by, and one reached out a paddle for me to grasp a hold of, but my hands were so cold and so frozen I couldn't grasp it. And so as I went to grab a hold of it, I kind of lost grip, and they just ended up going right over the top of me and pushing me into a rock right by meat grinder, and I got stuck underwater between 2 boulders. And I was getting colder and more exhausted, and it was only moments, probably seconds, but it seemed like it was forever. My life was flashing before my eyes. I was thinking about my family and thinking about what it would be like to miss my kids' graduation and their wedding and things like that. And I got to a point where I just said, "Lord, I give up, and I'm ready if this is what you want, if you want to take me." And at that moment when I surrendered, I popped up and I just floated very gently and safely right through meat grinder. And the rest of my group was there, and they just pulled me in the boat and made it back here to Camp Lotus for the evening, and just kind of reflected on what had happened that day and what the Lord was speaking to my heart. I just felt like the Lord had told me that I had let things get, the cares of the world kind of cloud my thinking and my life, and that I had put Him on a back burner and my family, and that I needed to spend more time with Him, sitting at His feet and just being with my family and enjoying them and loving them, because they were gifts from the Lord.